Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what is going on around a person that might be on your mind. Where is this connection headed? What's happening next? It is a collective love reading for whoever has found this reading. Can be any sign, and the person on your mind can be any sign as well. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. Person on my mind, what is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have a hammer, sabotaging it. Okay, rebuilding. Persistent, working on it. Have they sabotaged something? Did they intentionally sabotage it and now they are regretting it? Is it, I knew what I was doing at the time and, look at where I am. I always see a hammer as you can take something down with it with a hammer. You can take something apart with a hammer, and you can also build something with a hammer. You can create something. You can build a house with a hammer. So yeah, this feeling of sabotage, like I feel like I did something to myself, the chaser, chasing in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. So maybe I pushed you away because I was afraid you would push me away. I was afraid that in the end I would be left alone. So you've got somebody who is maybe a push-pull energy, looking for attention. It's like looking for a negative attention. I'm trying to get your attention, but in the wrong ways. So I have a date, meeting somebody new, getting back out there. That came into me as they know that you're dating somebody new, or they have gotten wind that you are dating somebody new. So you could have somebody that's a little bit upset that they, I guess, aren't in the loop right now. Maybe you've pushed them away. Maybe things are on hold. So maybe it's a sense of, I know you're dating someone new. And now all of a sudden I'm kind of curious as to what's going on with that. Spirit, please share with me. I have a karmic relationship, resentments, lessons, letting go and loving you. As this connection, I've struggled with this connection. There's always that one person, a twin flame energy that we have a hard time letting go of. They get under our skin. They get, we can't find anything like them. You feel like they're the love of your life. And but we also struggle with this kind of push-pull, sabotage, chasing, codependencies. Spirit, please share with me. I have a King of Swords. I have an Eight of Swords. I have a Nine of Pentacles. And I have a Princess of Cups. I feel like this person has been holding back from telling you something, that they have been, now I feel like there's a fear of losing you. And I'm going to say they definitely have been holding back from telling you their feelings. And maybe they haven't told you in a long time, or maybe they have been pretending like whatever's going on between the two of you is not bothering them, but it is. I have this sense of, I'm trying to, I feel like they're naturally holding back, like they're doing it on a purpose. I feel like if their heart were to say, should I call that person? Their heart would go ahead and dial. But their mind is playing a game with them. Like if I give in, somehow you win. So that's not good either. But it's a sense of, if I told you what I was really feeling, you would feel more secure in this connection. You do deserve the right to feel more secure, whether it's a future with me, whether it's, how I feel about you. you know where I stand. So there's a part of me that's saying this person hasn't been able to give you what you've been asking for or what you've been looking for. And it's a little bit of they talked about it in the beginning and then they didn't really do anything about it. It was maybe it was all part of the seduction. Maybe it was part of, I'm just going to kind of say what I think you want to hear energy, but they're saying you're smarter than that. I feel like whoever decided, let's put this on hold right now, realize that we're not getting out of this connection what we needed. So Spirit, is this King of Swords going to step forward and say something, a trigger? I think that if you are dating somebody new, I think that there's a sense of losing you once and for all, that you're going to fall in love with someone new, and that is really driving them crazy right now. They've been trying to heal. Okay, maybe you've been trying to heal with this space. That's good. I feel like I'm struggling. A union, fear, commitment. Maybe it was all about, I want you to feel more secure emotionally and financially. And maybe they weren't able to give you that, or they're not moving in that direction. And you're really struggling with, I deserve more, or I want more. I don't want to be just the other person for the rest of my life. I don't want to be just that we just keep dating forever. Forbidden fruit, this feeling of, I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe there's something going on for some of you out there that, I'm hurting somebody else. There's a third party involved for some of you, that, I had to take a break from this because it's just been too much. So sometimes I feel like I'm just struggling, waiting for something to change, right? Waiting for something somebody to come to the realization that we should be together, or that we should be working on, trying to stay together. I feel like you have looked at this connection as, I've done a lot of healing. I have been waiting a long time. And if this is the person that I'm supposed to be with, then they need to step forward. Okay. They need to step forward and let you know that I want more. Okay. I do feel like there's a risk of losing you right now. I feel that if you have been starting to talk to somebody else, I do feel like that is the tipping point. Okay. There's definitely this feeling of, I can't handle that. I can handle us just being on a break, but I can't handle you moving on and being with somebody else. So I feel like that's the tipping point. Spirit, please share with me. I have playing it cool. They've been acting like they don't care, but it's almost like if they could tell you, I'm forbidding you to be with somebody else. No, they can't tell you that, right? They can't control you. You're taking a break from each other. You are, you're technically not in a relationship right now. You're on hold. So I do feel like they feel lost. They feel out of control. That's something that they're struggling with. Spirit, can I have some feelings, please? What is it that you need me to know at this time? Where is this connection headed? You are the one that I've been looking for my whole life. So are they waking up to, why am I still searching? If you're the one, why do I feel like I'm still searching, or why do I push this away? I feel like this person pushes it away and sabotages themselves. I really do. I feel like then they play it cool, like it's no big deal. Go ahead, find somebody else, see if you can find anybody as good as me, like that kind of a game. You will always have a place in my heart. This person's always going to be in love with you. I think that even when they don't give you what you want, they will always love you. Yes, I do want to be with you. This is a game. This is it's all a big test, to see who's going to give in first, or who's going to buckle, so to speak. This is so hard for me, and I'm struggling. I would believe that. I do believe that I am struggling. I do believe that they are seeing things a lot differently. They're starting to realize that they're the ones who have sabotaged this for some reason. Everything will be all right. Please trust me. There's a sense of, I want to tell you that somehow at the end of the day, somehow, some way, we're going to end up together. We're going to, find our way back home together. I think that this person has realized that it's not that easy. It's not. Spirit, please share with me. These are really big cards, so I'm going to shuffle them kind of slowly. Let's see if I can do this. Kind of long and awkward to shuffle, so we're just going to give these a little shuffle here. I have a Judgment card. I have a Fool. I have a Chariot. I have a King of Pentacles. It came into me crystal clear as they see you moving on with someone else and they don't like it. They are not happy, whoever this is. And maybe you know that this is going on, but they're struggling with, they see you with someone else and they're really having a hard time. So, but you know what? Maybe you put this person on hold for a reason. Maybe you just said, I can't do it anymore. And you're not able to give me what I want. I have to move on. I've got to be a better judge of character. I've got to, the King of Pentacles, the person who you're dating now, could be giving you security, offering you more, showing you that you could have a life with that person, a future with that person. So they're saying pulled in 1,000 different directions. Your heart could be pulled. Your heart could be struggling. I have romantic feelings. You have somebody that's falling for you, and you have somebody that's pining for you at the same time. So it's a sense of, two people, but the choice is yours. It looks like you're trying to move on as best you can. And you've got somebody pining for you, that the tipping point is that you're with somebody new, and they just, I guess they never saw that coming. They never thought there would be a day that you would actually move on. A wedding. Now their fear is you're going to commit. You're going to commit to this person. That spirit has something else for you. Sometimes those kind of karmic energies that you feel like you're tied to forever, you do at some point cut the strings. You cut the ties, and the spirit shows you something else. The truth, a confession. How about true feelings coming out, or this person, admitting that they were sabotaging things, or that they were pushing this energy away because of fear. So I got to tell you, I think that it's like a day late, dollar short energy, breaking up, walking away. Now all of a sudden they're kind of waking up to what is going on in their life. I think it's a little bit too late. I'm just going to say, is it too late? Okay, because there's a part of me that says you've moved on, and maybe you need to just focus on what's ahead of you. Maybe spirit has something so much better for you. Spirit, please share with me. But I feel like they're realizing it a little too late. I absolutely adore everything about you. So They both could have feelings for you. I wish I could tell you the truth. I'm going to put this with the truth card because I feel like they just couldn't share with you what they were feeling. That's the bottom line. I wish I could take it all back. It's just easier to say nothing and do nothing. Of course it's easier. It's easier to just, pine away and be upset and have regrets and be on your pity pot. But that's, it's a shame because you probably were very close. But whatever's best for you is what Spirit's reminding me of. There's not a day that goes by when you're not on my mind. And I feel like that's probably true for both of you, that you probably think about each other all the time. I want you back. But did they want you back before or after you started to have feelings for somebody else? That is the question, because I feel like this is, I want you back because now I'm desperate, because you are falling for somebody else, or you have the potential to be with another person and now they're freaking out. I wish I could erase from my mind. It's impossible to live like this. I wish I could take it all back. I wish I could go back in time. I think a lot of people feel that way. I feel like you've got somebody that is a little too late. And I feel like they're kicking themselves that you've moved on, and maybe you need to give yourself a chance to see what else Spirit has for you. Even though can you love somebody still and still move on? Absolutely. You choose yourself is what you're doing. You choose what's best for you and your future self and your higher self. So sometimes you move on even though you have feelings for somebody still. It's easier when you don't have feelings, but you don't just stop loving somebody. And this person may be trying to come back. I want you back because I've gotten wind that you're seeing somebody new. I feel like that's exactly what's going on. I can't handle it. I can't handle you seeing somebody new, and now I want you back. I'm going to put this out into the universe. Whatever's best for you, whatever's best for your future self and your higher self. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification. Thank you for your kind words, your comments. I appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMammelandPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my main channel and my Pick a Card channel, and I'll put those links in the description below.